Hey guys, Harrison here, and in this video I'm going to be doing a review of the Geo Courts by Vivobarefoot. Let's get into it. So let's kick off with the style first of all. Now, when they first came out with these, and actually just to caveat that, I literally looked on the Vivo's website today and they've just brought out a new version. So these are the Geo Courts. You'll notice they're just leather all over. They've just brought out a Geo Court knit, so it has a knit upper. So fundamentally, it looks like it's pretty much the same shoe, other than it's got a knit upper. Now, if you look at my review of the Magna that's got the knit ankles as well, they tend to be super comfortable. So I have no reason to think that they wouldn't be much different from these. But today we're reviewing my Geo Courts, and the reason I got into these in the first place, or the reason I really liked these when I saw them, how do I explain this? They're probably like the closest thing, I mean, tell me if you agree or disagree in the comments, but they're probably the closest thing to a traditional shoe that I've seen Vivo make. I know that barefoot shoes are just inherently different in their style anyway, but I just thought that when I saw the pictures of these, they look like a typical, I guess like similar to like an Adidas, what are they? Not Chuck Norris. I'm thinking of Converse, not Chuck Taylors. Toms. Oh God, whatever. Stans. That's what they're called. Stans. Could never wear Adidas. They're way too narrow. But yeah, so these look, in my eyes, very similar to what you would call a traditional trainer. So that was really what captivated me. I saw the white, I thought these would probably look great with a pair of shorts, you know, when the weather's out. Just want a nice, clean, fresh look. So I got these, and I really like them. They have the bright white leather and then just a little bit of detail on the back, a slight different color there that tracks from the leather to the sole as well, which I thought was a nice little touch. I think the other version they had a red Vivo logo on, but I just liked the clean white look of these. And then the sole as well, I think was I don't think I've seen this sole on another pair of Vivobarefoots. So yeah, just a nice fresh design overall and a cool pair of kicks. Comfort wise, these have a really thin sole. So I had to double check this, but it's a 2.5 millimeter base and 2 mil golf ball inspired tread design. And I can vouch for how thin these feel. They do come with an insole. So you get insoles with them, which adds a little bit of padding if you need it, and if you're wearing them in cold weather, it will help a little bit. These aren't thermal insoles, but they will help a little bit, and like I say, helps with a bit more padding if you're slowly transitioning into barefoot shoes. I personally don't wear them with the insole in. Interestingly, some of the shoes that I have from Vivobarefoot, when I put an insole in, makes them feel a little bit too tight because it's obviously raised my foot up inside it. But I like to just go in raw, just pair of socks, straight in. But yeah, they feel they feel really comfortable, flexible. Again, these actually were probably the stiffest pair of leather shoes that I've had from Vivobarefoot. So they did feel initially quite stiff. They're kind of stiff around the ankle and they were stiff around the toe box, but you can see the creases. I don't like to say it, because everyone that talks to me about shoes, whenever I told them I don't like these shoes, they don't fit, they're not comfortable, people go,
Harry, you just got to break them in. It's what you do with shoes. You got to put shoes on, you got to break them in.
I disagree strongly, but these did require a smidgen of, I'm not going to say breaking in, I'm going to say loosening up. You know, we had to get to know each other. When I was going in raw with my socks on, I still needed to, you know, break it in a little bit. So once I wore them for like maybe like a week, 2 weeks, they were soft, and now they're really flexible, comfortable. One interesting thing was I actually bought a pair of these for my wife as well, and she actually unfortunately had to send them back because the back of the heel, it was just given a blisters. For her, it was rubbing on her ankles. Now, she didn't wear socks up to that point. So she was wearing ankle socks, so that was going on to just bare skin. Maybe it was just because she needed to get used to them. If they're not comfortable, send them back. 100-day return policy, you can't go wrong. But I personally didn't have a problem because I wear normal socks with these most of the time, and when I do wear ankle socks, they don't seem to rub anyway. So yeah, didn't have that problem. If you've got some, let me know if you have that problem in the comments. Durability wise, these have done pretty well so far. Like I say, they've got leather upper, so they're pretty robust and sturdy. Just double checking, because I don't think, other than them just getting a bit mucky and grubby, the one thing that I have noticed on these, again, happens on a lot of the barefoot shoes just because of the creases, is where it creases, the sole slightly comes away from the upper, mainly on this one. But again, it's not happening on the inside. Nothing's coming away. It's just like where the glue is just, or whatever they use, is slowly just loosened up. So yeah, you can just see it a little bit. That happened when it happened, and it's not like it's continued to go all the way around and the thing's not falling to pieces. So as far as I can tell, it's still holding pretty strong. The sole has still got what seems to be a good amount left on it as well. I think I mentioned this in a previous video regarding my Raw 2s. I finally sent them off to get repaired at Revivo, and the soles seem to last surprisingly a long amount of time, because I would think that thinner sole, you're going to wear through them in 6 months and then you're done. Well, with my Raws, they lasted a very long time. These seem to be lasting a good amount of time as well. Now, we all have different pairs of shoes for different occasions, so you're not wearing them all the time. The Raws are what I wore the most of. These I've started to actually wear now. We're going back into the summer period, so I'm wearing these daily now. These are my dailies. But yeah, they're still going strong. And on the note of repair, these are currently not yet Revivo ready, revivable. So you can't send them off to get them resold yet, which is a shame. But if and when you've put a hole in these and they're ready to be thrown away, don't throw them away. You can send them to Revivo and get 20% off your next order. So not a complete waste, saves you throwing it in the bin. And I actually think what they do, because I was reading up about this, they actually keep any shoes that you send them, if they can't repair them, they're keeping them to one side right now until they figure out ways in which they can repair them, or recycling them, or doing something else with them, other than sending them to landfill. So, you know, all helps a good cause and saves the planet. And, you know, I kind of like living on this planet, so it would be a nice, be nice if it stayed around for a while, especially for my little boy as well. Overall, let's face it, I'm not going to keep hold of a shoe that I'm not a massive fan of, but I do actually really like these. I would say if you're just coming into barefoot shoes, give them a go. Like I said, there's a knit version of this now, so probably would have alleviated that blistering ankle issue that my wife had. So I might get her a pair of those. They're a nice shoe, comfortable again, thin sole. Keep the insole in it if you transition into these. If you're looking for a nice summertime, daily, casual wear, white trainer, I think they do cream as well, go for the Geo Racer. Nope, go for the Geo Court. Recommend them. Nice shoe. The knit looks great as well now. The Geo Court knit looks fantastic. And if you're interested in buying your first pair of Vivo barefoot shoes, there is a link in the description that will give you 20% off your first order on any shoes across the shop, on your whole order actually, in fact, which is pretty cool. And if you've already purchased a pair of Vivo barefoots before, there's another link in the description that will just take you to the Geo Courts, specifically the knit version this time. Hopefully this video was helpful, guys. If it was, don't forget to give it a like. And if you're interested in seeing more videos like this and other reviews coming very soon, hit the subscribe button. But thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I will see you later. Cheers.